Today, now that we're actually stopped at a house, I have decided to take the liberty to remove absolutely everything from the back seats of my car, and I'm going to try and organize everything, organize it all into nice, neat piles, places and everything. Also, red dirt gets absolutely everywhere. I mean, thankfully there's nothing actually in the car, but it's crazy. It gets into every single nook and crevice and cranny. And it's stuck in there on my tires. Like, you can see all of that. Like, it's literally, I'll touch it and it'll fall off, but I really don't want red fingers this early on in the day. This morning we went out for a huge big shop to about 3 or 4 different stores. Ended up going back to the same store twice, actually 2 of the same stores twice, because we forgot something in one of the stores, or didn't realise that one of the stores had what we were looking for, and found the cheaper price for the water tanks at the original store. So let's get to organising. I've started unpacking the haul and putting things away in the car. So far things are looking a little better. This bit here hasn't changed much, still has the woolly bag. It did gain the doorstep and it still has the bug off concentrate. This top section here just has a few odd bits and a pair of scissors, because you never know when you need some scissors in the car. So far we've put an old sleeping bag as a seat protector, also because that sleeping bag would take up way too much space if we just rolled it up and then put it in. So I figured it would be a great addition to make a seat protector. I've got 2 brand new water jugs, 20 litres, to take with us, as well as the 40 in the back, and a spare 10 just there. Got all of the cab snacks, so we've got chips, lollies, chocolate, all in here, and that's it for now. We've got the new baskets in here. That side has the bug repellent side of things, and this side not sure yet what's gonna live in there properly. In the front seat, got these cute little seat holder things, so they've been a bit useful. Not sure what to use them for yet, but I'm sure they'll be invaluable. But it's definitely cleared up that front bit here. Yeah, other than that, things are kind of just carrying on. Just a little quick update. It's probably been maybe 2 hours, I'm not sure, since my last little check-in, but so far the original water tank is filled up. I put a line as to where it is because it won't fill up this large chunk, and last time we filled it up, it just cascaded over and a lot of things got a little bit wet. But I can't believe it. This is all that we have left to find homes for. So 1 chair, 2 chairs. The table, which ideally at the end of today is going to live back up where that tea towel's hanging. And then a whole bunch of clothes and other essentials just need to be stored. But this is the back of the tray now. Unfortunately, I didn't take a before picture, but I'm sure in one of the previous videos there's going to be something of me trying to get out the mountain of stuff that came from sort of here and went all the way over and across. Sometimes it was so bad that you couldn't actually see out one side of the rear vision mirror, but I mean, you can't really see out too good anyway. The shadow's not that great, but you've got the table bar in the way, so it makes it tricky to take out anyway. But yes, that is that so far. I have hit my head on that again once today, which takes the total of that hitting me in the head to about 3.5. I almost hit my head on it again, but I did not. So I guess we'll be keeping that tally of how many times can I hit my head on the rooftop tent before I learn to duck. After our trip to the shops, we continued on with where we left off on the driving tour of Karratha and surrounds. This time, when we got to the pre-tsunami looking beach, we continued on and did some more rock hopping, though it was significantly less bumpy and not as tire punchy. Today is the first time I saw Aboriginal rock art. This art was different to what I'd been exposed to online and in textbooks, as it's not made with ochre, but is instead etched into the rocks. This not only means it lasts the tests of time, for obvious reasons, but it is more permanent than ochre. The time we got into the signposted rock art section of the national park was apparently the best time to visit. This was due to the sun highlighting all of the rocks, accentuating the etchings, so it made finding each engraving a lot less like looking for a needle in a haystack. I even managed to point out some to Jacob, who hadn't seen them. Something that stuck with me on my visit to Murujuga was back when I was researching the area on Google Maps. I came across some reviews. One person's review in particular took my fancy because they talked about how to them the mountainside looked like a giant had just come across, picked it up, crushed it all up, and then put it right back as it was. I could not agree with this statement more, because when we were driving through the Murujuga National Park range, it honestly looked exactly like the imagery of that person's review. It was crazy, absolutely crazy.